It's Raging Rob on another YouTube channel. I've been catching flags right and left on other channels, so I've just been bouncing around. I haven't been on this channel in a couple of years. I think the last time I've been on this channel was like 2018. I don't know, fall of 2018. Oh, maybe 2019, something like that. 2.5 years or something I've been on this channel. So I pulled up this channel that I haven't been on in like a long time, and holy shit, when you pull up an old channel and you see the subscriptions, it's like half the fucking subscriptions of people you're subscribed to don't exist anymore, or they're not making videos anymore. So I unsubscribed from a lot of people. But anyway, Raging Rob World Order. I made this channel a long time ago, probably like 2016. I made this channel, put a few videos on it. I don't know how many. Haven't been on this channel in like 2.5 years. I decided, you know what? I'm going to come back, see what kind of people reply to me. But anyway, a couple things going on. For all you libtard nerds out there that are upset about Matt Gaetz, and Matt Gaetz, he said armed rebellion. The Second Amendment was written for armed rebellion against the government. And hopefully we don't never have to use it. Well, Matt Gaetz was right. Matt Gaetz was 100% spot on correct, if you want to get technical. That's why the Second Amendment was written. Okay? The Second Amendment was written for armed rebellion against the government. It doesn't say that in the Second Amendment. But think about it. Why was the Second Amendment put into place? It was put into place to protect ourselves against the over-controlling government. I've stated this very many times. Shannon Watts put on Twitter that Matt Gaetz was talking about killing people or telling conservatives to go out and murder people. Really? That's what Shannon Watts said on Twitter yesterday. Guess what? I took that tweet and I reported it to the FBI. Okay, I'm not a snitch. I reported Shannon Watts to the FBI. She lives in California, so I forwarded it to the field office in Los Angeles. They'll take it from there. She was talking about killing conservatives. Wow. I mean, maybe I'm a little extreme, but come on, man. Don't go that route. Basically, she said that Matt Gaetz was talking about conservatives killing her. I don't know what the hell the problem is. Couldn't even understand her any half the time. I got blocked by that bitch like 7,000 times. But anyway, Matt Gaetz, you spot on correct, buddy. Matt Gaetz is spot on correct. Say what you want about Matt Gaetz. He's a sex offender or all this other shit. This bunch of scandalous shit coming out about him. I don't know if that shit is true or not. But we have innocent until proven guilty in this country. Okay? Until all the evidence is out. If he did do these things. I don't know if he did or not. But if he did, well, innocent until proven guilty. We have a due process for a reason. No, I'm not sucking Matt Gaetz' dick. No, absolutely not. I'm saying we have due process, motherfucker. Until the government has done their damn job and proven Matt Gaetz guilty of all these acts that he's accused of, guess what? In my eyes, until that day, Matt Gaetz is innocent. I believe Bill Cosby was innocent. I did. I was a big fan of Bill Cosby back in like the early, the 80s when I was a kid. Every Saturday morning I'd watch the picture page, or whatever. And all this shit came out about Bill Cosby. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. Now, I just thought it was people that wanted to get money, just like the Michael Jackson child molesting shit, That was just people wanting to get money. You're not going to make me believe that Michael Jackson was a pedophile. Might have been a creep. Kind of weird, but he definitely was not a pedophile. So that's what I thought about Bill Cosby. And the evidence came out and he was convicted, and, it is what it is. But Matt Gaetz is right. The Second Amendment was put into play to control the government, not the people. The Second Amendment protects the rest of the amendments. When our founding fathers sat down and say, hey, we need an amendment to protect these Bill of Rights. All right, let's come up with the Second Amendment, okay? That way, if the government becomes too over-controlling, we're able to fight the government. That's what the Second Amendment is about. It's not about hunting. It's not about hunting deer. It's not about... I mean, yeah, you can protect your home, but that's not what it was written for. It wasn't for carjackers. It was in case the government says, in case the government one day and says, oh, you got an AR-15? Well, you can't have that. Bullshit, you can't. That's why the Second Amendment was written. For today, when these numbnuts are, oh, there was another mass shooting. We got to take your AR-15. Well, I'm sure, I own a black Dodge Charger. You know what happens on Fun Day Sunday in Detroit? Every Sunday Fun Day. They have Sunday Fun Day every Sunday. Every Sunday Fun Day. People come out in their sports cars and they do wheelies in the middle of the intersection. Happens every Sunday in Detroit. Sunday Fun Day. I went down there a couple times and watched them. Warren Road, West 7 Mile, Finkel, you name it. No, I'm not afraid of Detroit. I'm a white boy, but I'm not afraid of Detroit. I go down there all the time. Detroit, the way I look at it, Detroit is just a bigger version of Pontiac, Flint, Saginaw. That's all it is. No different. But anyway, not to get sidetracked. What was I talking about? I got so sidetracked. I'm talking about different things now. Sunday Fun Day. What was I talking about? Detroit. I lost track what I was talking about. Matt Gaetz. How did I go from Matt Gaetz to Sunday Fun Day? I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm out of it. Anyway. But what I'm trying to say is, I got a Dodge Charger, a sports car. You see all these people driving in their sports cars, doing that shit. Are they good? There was one guy in Atlanta, Georgia, was talking about we need to ban the Dodge Charger. So what I'm trying to say is, you want to ban a certain car. You don't hear about people banning certain cars because a goofball in their car. I happen to own a Dodge Charger, and you know, goofballs in Dodge Charger be doing stupid shit, getting drunk behind the wheel, killing people. Is there a mass ban for Dodge Chargers? No. Except one guy in Atlanta, Georgia. He's stupid. This was a few months back. But anyway, yeah, there was a guy in Atlanta, Georgia. He actually wanted to talk about banning Dodge Chargers. But you hear what I'm saying? My private property never hurt anybody. Okay? That's all I'm going to say. My private property has hurt nobody. Okay? I'm not talking about armed rebellion against the government. But you get what I'm saying. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. I don't know, the way the government's out of control, it might have to come to that. But every once in a while, we have to protest and use our First Amendment, freedom to petition the government, freedom to protest, freedom of speech. And we have to come up with rallies and protests every once in a while to remind the government who's in charge. We the people. And for all you defund the police people, all you defund the police people, hey, when I went to Dearborn a couple weeks ago for a rally in support of the Palestinians, Dearborn police is right behind them. A lot of BLM people were there. There's one guy who walked up to me with a mask. He had a defund the police mask on. And he was harassing me, and I told him, hey, the police are right there if you want to go talk to them. Well, I don't talk to police. Well, I can tell by your mask, okay? But I'm saying, the only way these motherfuckers can go to the streets and no justice, no peace, prosecute the police, because the police let you. Okay? They're exercising their First Amendment right. I will say this, though. I will say this to these BLM people that take to the streets. Try doing that in another country. You're able to do it here in the United States. And for certain people that, I hate this country. This country was founded on racism. There's 190 countries you can go live in. 190 countries. Have your pick. But I guarantee you, you can't take to the streets and bitch and moan and complain like you can here. You know why? Because we have the freedom to do it here. Okay? We have the freedom to do it here. Okay? So take your 1619 bullshit. And take your fucking... What's that newest thing with the schools and the race thing? take your fucking critical race theory bullshit and go to another country with it. We don't want to hear. Speaking of critical race theory, there's a story going viral now here in Metro Detroit. I don't think race was involved. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. I don't know for sure. But Fox 2 Detroit likes pushing the race card. Basically what happened was, this happened in East Point, didn't happen in Detroit, but basically this woman in Detroit, she was on her phone walking on a public sidewalk, minding her own business. Sort of like what I did a couple Tuesdays ago in Dearborn. Minding my own business, public sidewalk, videotaping, First Amendment. The little nerds down there didn't seem to understand that. I had to fucking remind them about constitutional rights. And, well, you don't have the right to... The Supreme Court overthrew it. Look at the motherfucking Constitution. Freedom of the press. Okay? That's all you gotta do. Supreme Court this, Supreme Court that, whatever. Who gives a shit? Look at the First Amendment. Freedom of the press. Okay, so anyway, this lady, she was talking on her phone in East Point on her private property. Maybe it was a public sidewalk right in front of her property, whatever. And I guess she was talking too loud. I don't know, I wasn't there, but a neighbor got in her face. She did the same thing that I did last Tuesday in Dearborn. Last Tuesday and a couple Tuesdays ago in Dearborn, I told people harassing me. I told them, I'm on a public sidewalk here. Get out of my face. Well, that's basically what she told this neighbor. Get out of my face. Leave me alone. And she had a right to. She was talking too loud. Well, the police came out and gave her a $385 fine for being a public nuisance. Are you fucking kidding me? Now we take it from a Fox 2 Detroit perspective. The woman who called the police was white. The woman on her phone was black. Not that that matters. This is stupid, this fucking fine. It's an unconstitutional fine. Throw it out. It should be dismissed in no time. But because Fox 2 Detroit had to get involved and push the race card again, now the DWB and the BLM nerds of Metro Detroit, I don't want to give them any hints. I don't want to give them any suggestions. I don't want to give them any, whatever, heads up. I don't want to give them any ideas. But they'll probably go to East Point and cry racism now over a $385 fine. There was a guy here in Grosse Pointe here a couple months ago on his private property waved a KKK flag in his window on his private property. I don't agree with it, but it was his private property. He can wave whatever the fuck he wants. And they were crying about that. I don't like it. I don't agree with that flag, but First Amendment, this is private property. He can do what he wants. And there was actually somebody that took to Twitter and says, well, they're not going to charge him with any crime. Oh, no shit. He was on private property. No shit, they're not going to charge him with any crime. And then she's like, do we go back to this happened in Grosse Pointe, I think. Do we go back to Grosse Pointe? They didn't charge the guy. Stupid bitch. Charge the guy for what? He was on private property. It's his fucking house. He can wave whatever flag he wants. I don't agree with it, but still. But they didn't charge him for any crime. No shit. Private property, you stupid bitch. Do we go back to Grosse Pointe? Go back to Grosse Pointe if you want. DWB. Here's the biggest joke yet. This is the biggest joke they've ever said. You want to know the most stupidest thing that's ever came out of their mouth? I can't breathe.